Yo, hi, how's it going? Welcome to the stream. Oh my god, it's Monday. We love Mondays. Why am I so far to the left? That's bothering me. How dare you? There we go. That was a bit too much. Like here, yeah. Yeah. Yippee. Yippee. Hip hip hooray. It is going good. I love to hear it. Yeah, I think most of you have a holiday today, right? Something to do with like eggs. It's egg day. Or egg weekend, I guess. It's not just one day, is it? Egg celebration. Going to the beach, yo, wish that were me. I can't wait for the weather to get a little better so I can go to... I really like going to The Hague in the Netherlands. Very epic and nice and cozy and cool. Yeah, if you see an egg today, make sure you meow at it. It's very important. It's a very important thing that you have to do. Every time you see an egg, meow at it. Okay? Okay, good. Alright. Yeah, so if you were here last stream, I was working on a new VTuber model because I want to be just a little guy. And as much as I want to work on that until it's done, so I can use it as quickly as possible, as soon as possible, I mean, I need to kind of like prioritize stuff. It's very important to me that I get this video that I'm working on right now out before the end of the month. And it's fine because it's only the 21st. But the thing is, my sound designer usually needs about a week. So it's smarter for me to finish this animation now. Then I can send it to my sound designer, and then I can finish my my VTuber model, and then I can do all the touch-ups and stuff for this video. So yeah, this is a cute little frame-by-frame animation stream today. Things are going well. I'm kind of just finishing off this last little scene with Chip, and then I've got to animate the chaos. It was great to see a Chip stream on my notifs. Yo, I'm actually showing up in the notifications. I can't believe it. Having a morning of all time right now. Stomach and back pain and listening to The Pleasure Principle by Janet Jackson. Is like Janet Jackson in hype again lately because I keep hearing about her. But yeah, sorry to hear about the various pains. What's the new video about? So usually when I work on videos on stream, I don't usually explain what the video's about because there's always new people coming in and out, so I would have to explain it every 5 minutes. Plus, I like being mysterious and not spoiling everything by the time you watch the actual video. So yeah, I'm just gonna work on it, and honestly, with this one especially, you're probably gonna pick up what it's about very quickly, but yeah. What does it mean? Frame-by-frame animation, chill, cozy, epic, co-working, motivation, or stream? I mean, I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory. Yeah, I come up with the titles for these streams like 5 minutes before I start. And today I was just like, what do I call it? I don't know, frame by frame, cozy, epic, cool animation, cool look, cool, epic, cool, co-working motivation stream. But now you have to explain that you can't explain what the video is about. Touché. I do feel like it's quicker to say that though. That was a stretch if it wasn't obvious enough. I was gonna say something else, but I forgot now. Cool. Cool and epic. Cool and epic. And nice, honestly. Yeah, Someone to Call My Lover by Janet Jackson has been blowing up lately. Kinda surprised me because honestly that song wasn't even my top 5 from the All For You album. I don't know what half of those words mean. I don't really listen to pop music, to be honest. Thank you for the save reminder. I got so much done in the last 5 seconds I need to save. Oh, what was I gonna say? Oh, this is really annoying me right now. Dude, is bro using YouTube chat as a search engine right now? You're on a live stream. You're typing in live stream chat, not the search bar. Ah, thank you for the hack pat. Janet is more R&B, I think, but yeah, that's fair. I kind of meant pop as in like the literal sense, popular music. Because I think the term pop music encompasses a lot of different genres, right? Kind of just refers to what's popular at the current time. I don't know. I don't listen to it, so maybe I shouldn't talk about it as if I know a lot about it. Hi Clip. Yo, I'm Clip. Welcome in. Thank you for joining me on this wonderful cozy morning I should do Monday motivation streams. It's Monday motivation where we all work on something together. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. If you're working on something as well and with me in the background, please feel free to share what you're doing. I freaking love hearing about what other projects you guys are working on. Sometimes you're working on like really interesting stuff and I'm like, yo. Yo. What a way to start my day. New follow on Twitch, I'm a very old fan of you on YouTube. Well, I appreciate it. And don't worry, I'm not upset about the typo. Or am I? Made a sprite or something, maybe I should work on it more. Yes? You mean like a pixel art sprite? Either way, very cool. Very cool. Very cool and epic and nice as well, honestly. Yeah, nice as well. Creating my whole English research presentation in like an hour. Okay, that doesn't sound fun, but it's... But you got this. You got it. It's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be so good, and your English teacher's gonna be like, wow, what an absolute English pro right there. Gonna work on drawings for college. Okay. You mean like for art class, or is it something else? Imagine going to art class. Dude, it's so annoying. I haven't been to college in 7 years, if my math is correct. It's been 7 years since I left college. And I still have dreams about it. And it's always about art class. I have these reoccurring dreams where I'm doing my final exam for art class at college. And I think it's I honestly think it's because towards the end of college I had a lot of issues with like my mental health and stuff. So my final project didn't really turn out as good as I could have done, even at that time. But also, honestly, along with that, I don't know why, but I keep thinking, I mean, I do art as a job now, so it makes sense that I would constantly be thinking about art I made in the past and like how I could do it way better nowadays. But it's just annoying because it's not like I can go back in time and redo all of my college exams, right? Like, yeah, I went to college and I was bad at art back then and I made some bad art. I can't go back and change it, like... And thinking about and having dreams about how I would do it so much better nowadays, it doesn't help anybody. It's really annoying that I keep having dreams like that. Like, I wish I could dream about something fun. Cause it's not like I have those dreams where I make this really cool art project and then I submit it and everyone's like, whoa, you're so good at this. Oh my gosh, here's $100. Don't ask why British college will give me $100 US, but that's beside the point. No, I'm always specifically dreaming that something goes wrong with the project. Like I missed my bus to go in and submit it, or I left everything to the last minute and I barely got anything done. It's always those kinds of dreams. It's very frustrating. Yeah. Morning, good morning. It definitely is one of those days for me where, yes, it is 2 p.m, but it feels like the morning. It's that time again where I sleep badly. And I woke up at 11 today, which is not too bad. But I would like to get back to waking up at 9. 9 is a lot nicer. Made it to the stream. Yo, congrats. So proud. When you laugh, your laugh sounds fake. Maybe it is fake. Maybe I'm actually just a perpetually grumpy guy. Maybe I'm like... Have you ever tried to laugh without smiling? It feels very weird and it looks even weirder. It's like it's kind of creepy actually. It'd be like that. I'll have one bad sleep and end up going to bed at 7 a.m. for 2 weeks. Yeah, it's so bad. It ruins your whole thing. I've been so good at keeping a good sleep schedule. Even while I was in Hamburg for a week, I really thought that would completely destroy my schedule. Because sometimes I see in the frickin' like chipflake game Discord, sometimes I see the developer completing tasks at like 12 a.m. I really thought he would have a terrible sleep schedule, but it's actually pretty similar to mine. But yeah, just that one frickin' bad sleep. And you don't have... like... I guess I kind of feel like I do need to wake up. I do need to get up at a reasonable time in the morning. But it's not like when you have to go to work or school where anything particularly bad will happen if you sleep in. So my brain is like, yo, what if I just sleep more? Ah. What's your favorite game or games? My favorite game is a tie between Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Sky, and Pokemon Heart Gold. Absolutely legendary games. What program is this? This is Clip Studio Paint. Specifically the X version. Yeah. Is Howdy Now banned? I mean, it's not banned, but you are gonna get corrected for not saying Meowdy. Did you see or hear about Colorful Stage, the movie, and Miku who can't sing? Is that the frickin' Hatsune Miku movie? I thought that was an April Fool's joke. Also, hi Leslie, how's it going? Welcome in. How's your Easter Monday? Egg day. Meow meow. Oop, oop, oop. Scuba-dee boop. I briefly debated the idea of going to the Netherlands today. Because I believe it's not a holiday in the Netherlands, so all the shops and stuff are open. But the problem is, all the other Germans have the same idea. So, last time I went to the Netherlands on a holiday, on a German holiday, it wasn't even because it was a German holiday, I just wanted to pick my friend up from the train station. And I got stuck in traffic for 3 hours. For a drive that takes 20 minutes at most, usually. Stretch and on shrimp and away. Okay. And I have unshrimped. At this point, we're gonna get films for every single game or piece of media. Probably. This is a very dumb question, but have you have been into video for me? Oh my gosh. You've been into video making for years. I'm a filmmaker who makes these surreal VHS animated films, but this one, I'm scared it's too boring. Not much is happening in it. What do I do? Oh, okay. Well, I can tell you that almost every single video that I make, I have a phase towards the end where I'm like, wait, this video is really boring and it sucks. The thing is, for me at least, I don't really have a choice. I kind of have to finish making the video, even if I really think that the video is terrible. Because considering it's my my job, I can't really I can't just decide that a video is bad and delete it and start fresh. I have to post eventually, you know. But for me, that kind of works out in a good way because I'm such a perfectionist. If I didn't have that forcing me to post videos, even if I'm not happy with them, I would just never post anything. So honestly, in your situation, I guess I would evaluate how much time have you put into the project already. If it's like, if you're like right at the beginning, I think it's still fair to make some changes. But if you're so close to the end, like, do you really lose anything by just finishing it off and posting it anyway? And then, you know, let the audience decide if it was boring or not. Because sometimes you just, like, especially when it comes to animation and making really complex videos that take a really long time to make. Of course, you're gonna start thinking it's boring because you, as the creator, have been watching and working on the same thing over and over and over again. To the point where you stop seeing what was originally entertaining about your script or whatever you made it originally. So, I don't know. I honestly think it's better to make bad art than not make any art at all, you know what I mean? Because if you complete the video and it really is boring and bad and the audience agrees, you can just use that criticism for next time to make your next project even better. Yeah, I saw a relevant and kind of interesting post on Twitter the other day about this topic. I don't remember who the post was by. Yeah, oh, I know who it was. There's a new animated short, well, it's an animatic, by an artist who I forgot the name of for some reason. But it's called I Don't Want to Be a Magical Girl. It's this really cool little animatic animated short kind of thing. And that artist answered a question that somebody said, like, yo, I want to make an animated short, but like I keep having new ideas and I'm like scared to finish the project and or like work on the project if I feel like I could come up with a better idea later. And the artist responded like, you know, theoretically you could put your project on hold and come up with better ideas and revisions and stuff infinitely. So, you know, it's true that the more time you put into something, the more you could improve it and come up with better versions of it and stuff. But like, that's how a lot of animated short projects get stuck in production hell. Because they just keep adding and changing stuff to make it, quote unquote, the best version it can possibly be, but then it just doesn't get finished ever. So the artist said, and I fully agree with that like, deadlines are your best friend. And sometimes you just have to accept that there might have been a better way you could have done that thing. But if you really believe that, if you really believe that you could make a better version of the animated short that you've made that is like almost done already, you could always make a new version of it later, you know? I think it's, like I said, better to make bad art or art that could be improved than no art at all. Ah. Ah. Uh, why did you change your persona and what species is it now? I actually made videos, several videos about it. There's a video on my main channel called Why I Stopped Making Storytime Animations. I think that's what it's called. That video's a little bit like a little bit of a joke, so it's very understandable if you watch that and you still don't get it. There's a video on my live streaming channel on YouTube, youtube.com/@weirdcat, that actually explains that video if you're still confused after watching it. But basically, thank you for the bits, Felix. Welcome in. Meowdy AA Ron. Meowdy. Welcome in. Basically, Chip the cat was created from the very beginning to be appealing to an audience. Like, I created my channel always with the intention of doing YouTube as a job. So I wanted to create a character that would be appealing to people, as well as like easy to draw and stuff like that. So, as you can maybe imagine, using a character that was always intended to be for the audience as a representation of yourself, it starts to feel a bit like, this character isn't really me, you know? So that's basically why I decided to, well, I first started to experiment with making like the cat animations, you know, like cats be like. Those animations with Chip as a cat, and I made like those animated shorts, which aren't story times, but they use Chip as like his own, as like a character to tell a story that's like a fictional story, but it's like comedic, you know what I mean? And that felt very freeing. So when I came back to wanting to make videos about myself, the idea of using Chip for that, it just didn't feel right. And whereas this character that I'm using right now, he was never intended to be used for YouTube or streaming or anything like that. He was just a character I made for myself for fun. So that's why I'm very connected to him as a representation of myself, compared to Chip, which is corporate. No, I'm just kidding. Meow, 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 meow. Working on some art as a surprise for a friend, and it turned out so good. The line art, that is. The coloring is not something I'm too good at. Well, that's cool. I usually find that making art for other people, it turns out way better than art that I try to make for myself. It's kind of annoying because I have so many ideas that I want to draw with my own characters, and it just never turns out that good. Really like Chip as a character, though I completely understand why you got unattached to him, and I really like Socks as well. Thank you. That's the thing as well, it's not like I got rid of Chip. Like, he still exists, and he's getting his own frickin' video game, so... It's not like he's dead. Oh yeah, I also realized that I forgot to answer your question about what species. This character's a half skunk, half cat. But I don't feel bad if you can't tell, because this model I made, I wasn't really trying that hard to make him look like a skunk. I was just trying to make a model that look good, which is kind of hard when they have like a massive snout, basically. I won't get too much into it. But yeah. Beep, boop, beep. Also, hi, Quote. Welcome in. Really excited for the game. Me too, dude. Me too. It's actually, like, it's actually so good. Like, just playing the demo, it's so freaking fun to, like, collect stuff. Which is kind of funny because the collectibles weren't really even the main thing, the main focus of the game. They were just kind of there as like a currency system to buy the upgrades and stuff within the game. But everyone who played the game just had so much fun collecting stuff that it's now become more of a thing within the game. What a chill stream. Thank you. We are indeed chilling. I'm honestly not, like, that happy with this little running animation. But I think I'm not gonna sit here and reanimate it for another 5 hours. Because I think that would be a waste of time for something that will... most people aren't gonna think even looks that much better. Ah. It's got me like, why did I decide that I want my Sonus to be half skunk, half deer when I have no idea how to draw those? Hey, it's an excuse to learn. What idea came to you that made you think of the character you use? Honestly, I literally just like skunks. Like, I think they're really cute. And little funny gremlins. So I wanted a skunk Sona for a long time actually. I always wanted to make a skunk as a character. But I came up with a bunch of designs and none of them really stuck. When I was designing this one, I was like, okay, so he's a skunk, but like I kind of want him to have pointy ears. You know, our skunks usually have like little round ears. I was just feeling more like pointy ears. And then I was like, I also kind of want him to have paws. You know, skunks usually have like little fingies, little fingers with claws. Which is also very cute, but I was just feeling paws. And at that point I was like, you know, I might as well just make him half cat. But yeah, that's basically the socks law. Collectibles in the chip game, yay! Yeah, it's fun. It reminds me a lot of Spyro. You know how it's really fun to collect stuff in Spyro. It's very like Banjo-Kazooie, Spyro, Mario 64 feeling, which I find really cool. I really like those kinds of games, but I can't really like think of many of them in the modern era. Thank you for the bits, Felix. Skunks are forbidden stinky cats. So basically. Well, like, they kind of look like little bears, in my opinion, with those little ears. And thank you for the cheer, Nilton? Is that how you pronounce your name? Appreciate it, dude. Meowdy. Thank you for the support. I am doing the appreciation, basically. Yeah. Yep. Skunks are silly creatures. They are indeed. Indeed. I love skunks, but I also love deers because hello, he who antlers. I'm very close to adding antlers to one of my characters. I love those too. I love the aesthetic. I'm really close to adding them to Ryan actually, my husky. Which makes no sense, of course, but I don't think things have to make sense when it comes to making characters for yourself. Owls are super cool, dude. I love owls. Honestly, birds in general. I wish there were meh. I wish there were more bird characters within the content creator sphere. Not that I'm gonna do anything about it, but I like jackals, yeah. Oh.
Do you like chicken tendies? 3.
Also, Chicken Tendies, wie heißt das auf Deutsch? Hähnchenstreifen? Hähnchenstreifen. Aber das ist Chicken Strips. Sind Chicken Strips auch Chicken Tendies? Was ist ein Chicken Tendy? Eigentlich. Ich bin nicht sicher. Weil das heißt nicht so in England. Aber sie sind trotzdem lecker. So frittiertes Hühnchen ist immer lecker, immer geil. Wie geht es dir? Ganz gut. Danke. Und dir selbst? Apologies for that. I just got like something stuck in my throat. Started speaking enchantment table. Thank you so much for the dodo, Alex. I really appreciate it. Welcome in, dude. I hope you're having an epic freaking day. As I was saying in German, I'm not like entirely sure what a chicken tendy is. Is it just like a chicken strip? Like chicken strips? Or is it something special? I think it's just like fried chicken in like strip form, right? Either way, fried chicken in general is goated, so yes. We love chicken tendies in this household. But yeah, hope you're having an epic day, and I apologize that you always seem to get the the German one. I don't know how that works. What do you mean fried pickles? I hope that's not actually a thing. I'm scared.
Chicken Tendy ist gleich Tender, Strip.
Bro, ich hab keinen Bock auf Deutsch. Ich hab echt keinen Bock auf Deutsch. Wie funktioniert das? Das zweimal. Ich glaube, das ist mir noch nie passiert. Dass zweimal Deutsch ausgewählt wurde. Das ist übrigens, wie heißt das? Random. Ich habe 4 verschiedene Charakter. Wie geht das? Yeah. I was basically just complaining about how I have so many different characters. How is it possible that it picked the German one twice? Yeah, well, thank you again, Alex. I really appreciate it, dude. Yes, chicken tendies are very epic and cool. And I love them very much. Thank you for asking. Thank you for the bits, by the way. Felix. Where's the other message? Potato is equally fun to say in English and German. I agree. I love the word Kartoffel. It's so epic. Ich mag Kartoffel sagen. We all love to say Kartoffel, aka potato. Potat. Potatoes in general are such an epic food, though. I think potatoes are kinda underrated. Random is zufällig. Would that make sense if I would use it in that context though? Like, I wanted to say that the character that gets chosen is random. Like, it randomly chooses a character. How would I say that in German? Without using the word random, the English word random. They're called earth apples in my language. Or dirt apples. I love that. You can actually say that in German as well. Erdapfel. Erdapfel. Oh, what is it again? Yeah, not that word isn't used very often. Most people use Kartoffel, but technically that's correct in German as well, which is excellent and wonderful, and I love it. Thank you for the bits, Felix. Oh, Kartoffeln on Melissa. Is that a frickin' over the garden wall reference? Absolute peak cinema, by the way. If you haven't seen Over the Garden Wall, please watch it. It's very short. It's a little short series, but it's really good. Es sucht einen zufällig Charakter aus. Der Charakter wird zufällig gewählt. Okay, that sounds like it makes sense. Oh, einen zufälligen Charakter. Okay, I was like, why does that not sound quite correct? Yeah, thank you for the bits, Felix. I appreciate it. What the heck? You get a whole gay dollar for recognizing my Over the Garden Wall reference. Hell yeah. Thank you, dude. For the 2020s, when furries became popular, did you use the term at all? Oh, dude, they were kind of popular before the 2020s. Do you mean use the term as in use it to refer to myself, or just use it in general? I can't remember the first time. I mean, okay, so like basically I've been using the internet like daily for like hours daily since I was 10. So 17 years ago. And I had definitely heard the term furry by the time I was like 13. And unfortunately back then that was when they got made fun of a lot, so unfortunately I had a pretty negative view of furries for a long time. I think I started quote-unquote identifying as one in 2017 though. Even though I kinda always was one. Even as a kid, before even knowing what a furry is, I always had like a connection with animals. Although you don't have to call yourself a furry even if you really like animals, you know. But yeah. What's up? Not much. How is life? It is fine. Everything's going okay. When they got made fun of a lot, as if that's changed at all much. I mean, it really has in the last 10 in the last like 10 years or so. Stretch, okay. And thank you for the resub, Mr. Meow. 15 months, let's go. Good day, sir. Hope you're doing well. At this moment, I'm traveling, so I'll be looking at chat. Also, do you prefer mleps or boops? What is a mlep? Like a lick? Like a tongue lick? I don't know. Boops are pretty epic though. It's a little boop. There's a little bit of a boop. But yeah. The general consensus on furries has definitely changed a lot in the last 10 years, at least from my perspective. Like back then, you wouldn't be able to do a live stream with a furry character without getting like lol cowed, you know what I mean? Without having people stalk you and dox you and just in general like cyberbully you like crazy. Furries are ranking up in society. Pretty soon furries might be able to get married. Yo. Finally, furry marriage is legal. Blep is basically going like that. They said mlep though. I'm assuming because I'm asking if it's mlep or boop. Mlep is probably like tongue lick. The tongue lick. Nose lick, right? Should I have a boop redeem? I know. It's just a little bit hard to set up because I have so many characters. Actually, now that I think about it, all I really need is like a hand animation.
I'm gonna be voting for Super chipflake at the Game Awards this year.
Yo.
Also, I hope you are having an amazing day.
Thank you, dude. Welcome, Must Gaming. Welcome in, dude. I hope you're doing epic. I don't know if I can confirm if I'm having an amazing day yet, because it's been a very short day so far. Yippee, sleep issues. But yeah, it's definitely been an amazing stream so far. I've been having a lot of fun. Chat's being very cool and wholesome, and we're all motivating each other to work on stuff. And be furries. Meow 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 meow. Meow 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 meow. Thank you for the bits, Felix. You turned blue, dabba die. Yo, blue cat? I can't believe it. Save? Okay, I save. Thank you for the reminder to save. How have you learned German so well? I'm learning Dutch, and I believe I'm not doing as well as you are with the language. I mean, it helps a lot that I live here. I live here, and I speak German every weekend when I hang out with my partner's sister and her partner. We literally speak nothing but German, so that helps a lot. And I also, I live in a town where honestly barely anybody speaks English, and those who do refuse to speak it with you. So yeah, it's a little bit like throwing yourself into the deep end, but helps a lot with learning the language. Thank you for the bits, by the way, Felix. Oh wait, I already said that. Well, thank you anyway. Thank you again. On shrimp. Okay. Give me a sec. Your video about what you hate about Germany, or the things you don't dislike anymore? I'm gonna be totally honest, I completely forgot everything I said in that video, so... I'm sorry. Hey, which ear is the brown one? I need to make sure I close it off like this so I can actually color it later. Yeah, it is very hard to learn a language if you're not constantly using it. Sadly. It's kind of why I'm hesitant to try learning any other languages. Wow, blue cat? Yeah! I'm actually blue, I can't believe it. I mean, it was like 4 years ago, I think, so I don't blame you for forgetting. I appreciate it, because I feel like most people are like, what? How do you not remember your own videos? Like, dude, I feel like I wasn't even the same person 4 years ago. Sometimes I see an old video of mine and I'm like, what? Who is this person? Who is this person, or what are they saying? I don't understand. Also, I'm constantly regretting making a character that has one ear color different than the other. Because I struggle with telling the difference between left and right. There's been multiple instances across my channel where I colored the ears the wrong way around. Along with it just making animation in general a little bit more difficult, because often you can't just flip the animation, you have to... If you flip it, you have to go in and edit the ears again. So yeah, pro animation tip, make characters that are symmetrical. If you want to make your life easier. I have the same issue with left and right, and it's really annoying. Yo, it is. In German, there's actually a name for it. I wish there was a name for it in English. Instead of having to be like, so like, I struggle with left and right. Thank you for the bits, Biscuit Chappy. Really appreciate it. Welcome in, by the way. Hope you're doing well. Oh no, ads. Okay, I got it. It's... if you didn't know, Twitch makes me play ads every hour. They were about to automatically start, but I can snooze them for a little while, if I remember. I'll probably go take a break in a sec, though. I do have to use the bathroom. Also, mix up West and East as well. I think I actually don't have that much of a problem with West and East. Interestingly enough. It's definitely not as easy as North and South, so I probably have at least a little bit of a problem, but I feel like it's not so bad for me as with left and right. How I learned to differentiate left and right is I remembered my writing hand is right, and whatever was on writing hand side was right. Yeah, usually, personally, I like put my left hand in an L shape, you know, like L stands for left. It just like... I don't know how to describe it, it just takes a while to realize, like it's not... You know how when you think of up and down, it's like instant. When I think about left and right, for most people that's also instant, but for me it's like, okay, look at my hand, left is this way, you know? It's very strange. I wonder why our brains do that. El gato. Oh yeah, if I do a boop, all I need is like an animation of a hand going boop. So the reason I haven't implemented it yet is I kept... To be totally frank, I was overthinking it. I was like, okay, if I have a boop redeem, it's gonna have to be like fully animated and stuff, and then I'm gonna have to animate it for every individual character. But I can literally just have a hand go boop, like with the head pat. The head pat is just a head pat, nothing else happens. I don't know why I was overcomplicating it so much, I'm sorry. It's doing good, but good old UK weather, rain on bank holiday. Yeah. It's pretty dreary over here too. But it's fine, we can be cozy, we can stay inside and be productive and work on our projects. How about that? Okay, I'm gonna go take a quick break. And I'll be back in 5 minutes. While I'm gone, it's very important that... No! Bad cat! Aww. Chip, no! No. No, Chip! No. Chip? What? No. 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 Why? Why? No. No. Uh. No! 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 Welcome back. I hope you had an epic break. Did so much stuff, got so many snacks and drinkies. Okay, let's continue. I keep forgetting to draw his mouth. Do you have any cool things you can do in Edinburgh? Because we'll do a school trip in the UK. To the UK in October. Sick. To be honest, I only stopped by Edinburgh. I didn't really spend much time there. Can drink a beer. Don't know if you're old enough for that, but that is one of the things we did in Edinburgh. Oh, I mean, if you're going on a school trip, I'm guessing you're probably gonna your teacher is probably gonna get tickets for the castle. That's one thing I wanted to do when we were there, to check out the castle, but it was so full of people, and apparently you have to reserve tickets online, like at least a day in advance, which is wild. Thank you for the bits, Convexity. Welcome in. I have arrived. No way. We are blessed. We are blessed today. Will you eat an Edinburgh? Haha, it's funny because burger. Thank you for the 9 bits, Obi. I have also arrived, but I'm slightly poor. You have 1 less cent in the bank than Convexity, I guess. Well, welcome in. Editing a full YouTube video for the first time in Kdenlive instead of DaVinci. Wish me luck. What is Kdenlive and why would you use it over DaVinci? DaVinci Genuine question, by the way. That wasn't a like. Why would you do that? I was like, I'm like genuinely curious because I've never heard of it. How was your day? It's fine. I haven't done much because I woke up at 11. Because it's that time again where I sleep bad. But yeah, just doing some cozy motivational animation today. I don't know what I'm gonna do when I'm done. Probably sit there and do nothing. I'm really bad for that. While I'm working, like working on my videos and stuff, I'm like, yo, when I'm done with work for today, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do all these cool hobbies and stuff. And then I actually have the time, and suddenly I don't feel like doing it anymore. And I don't feel like doing anything. I don't know if it's like a depression thing. Yeah. Kaden Live is a video editor made by the KDE team. I don't know who that is. Having to use it as DaVinci Resolve's Linux version is not so hot. Oh, I see, I see. Okay. Well, that's interesting. Attempting to use Windows as little as possible. It is constantly... As it constantly is just bad. Yeah, I feel that. Windows is pretty cringe. But I'm equally as cringe because I can't be asked to make the switch. The same way I can't be asked to make the switch from Adobe to programs that don't take 60 of your hard-earned cash every month. Good day, first time here. Yo, welcome in. If you're working in the background, feel free to share. Also, thank you for the Prime resub, LB. I really appreciate that. What the flip? What the actual flip? 8 months? That's a whole 2 paws worth of sub. No way. Thank you, dude. Just got to work checking my email. Yo. Productive checking emails. Let's go. I'm drawing. Yo, drawing? Heck yeah. What's your drawing? If you don't mind. Oh, drawing Tentatuk as the Pokemon. Okay, I still didn't play Scarlet and Violet, so I have no idea what that is. Wait, you're supposed to check your emails? I mean, you can just collect them if you like watching the funny number go up. Adobe sucks as a company, but I understand why people still use it. Yeah, it's really hard to switch over, especially if you're like me and you like use multiple Adobe programs together. Thank you for the save reminder. Because when I edit my videos, when I make like storytime animations, I basically set up the timeline in Premiere, and then I edit parts of the timeline in After Effects to add in all the animations and stuff. And that workflow is kind of hard to. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it isn't. Maybe I'm just uninformed. But I imagine it not being as easy in other programs. To be honest, if I would just take like a week or something to like completely ditch Adobe programs and spend that time learning non-Adobe programs, I could probably like completely stop using Adobe. But it's just really hard for me to find that time right now. Sadly. It's the same with Linux. Like, it's supposedly getting easier and easier for people to use. But it's just so hard to find that time to make the switch when, you know... With Windows, I can just boot up my PC and it's already there and I already know how everything works, you know. So hi, Nebula. Back at it again with Blender and UFOs. I think I said that before, but I would love to learn Blender, like specifically for 3D animation. Apparently you can do 2D animation in Blender as well. That seems pretty interesting. I don't think I would try it out because, you know, I have Clip Studio and I'm very happy with it. But yeah, another free animation option for people nowadays. Hello, how are you? I'm pretty good, thank you for asking. Welcome in. How are you? Hello, Chippy Flakes. Hello. Welcome in. $2D plus 3D is possible in Blender, like drawing in a 3D space. That's wild. I think Deadly Comics did something like that in one of their videos, right? Where the background is like a 2D. Wait, no, I don't know. I'm not gonna like explain how I think they did it based on a video that I watched like 3 years ago. But yeah, Deadly Comics is on YouTube. They make interesting videos every like year. But they made an interesting video about how they did the backgrounds in one of their animated shorts once. Wait, you can? Yeah. I was also like that when I found out. Yeah, it's called Grease Pencil. It's really impressive how much you can do with Blender, actually. And it's a frickin' free program. So yeah, my only excuse for not being into 3D yet is time. Am I supposed to change the settings on my drawing tablet? I mean, I think that just depends on you. Like, the only settings I changed on mine is the brightness. But some people change the default pen pressure to make it more sensitive, so they don't have to press on to the screen or the tablet in general as hard, which is better for your wrist and also your tablet. Meow, by the way, no way. I also use Blender to prepare fruit smoothies. Yeah, dude, you can even make smoothies with it, like... do you have any advice for learning anatomy? I've been having trouble finding motivation, and I mostly just use references for poses. Personally, I highly recommend, if you haven't already, check out lineofaction.com. You can do figure drawings, and the way I do it is I set it up so it shows me 5 different images, and I have 10 seconds to draw each one. So I do that, and then when I'm done with that, I up the time to 30 seconds. And I do that, and then I up it to a minute, and then I keep going up until I'm at 5 minutes. And that kind of forces you to, you know, if you're drawing an entire body in 10 seconds, it kind of forces you to focus on just the basic shapes of the figure. And I find that, personally, I find that a lot easier for studying than just straight up, like, copying references. Yeah, and then use the longer timed ones to kind of, like, figure out more specific details and stuff like that. But yeah. It's kind of just all about practice. But you can also, there's if you like books, there's a good book series called Morpho. They make very good books about anatomy if you want, like, specific muscles and things to focus on. That, like, those books help. Because, you know, whenever you're trying to, like, look up anatomy stuff on your own, it's usually really detailed, like, scientific diagrams and stuff. But the Morpho books are are like specifically for artists, and they break the muscles and stuff down in a way that's a lot easier to understand on as to, like, what as to, like, what specifically you should focus on when you're drawing human anatomy, at least. And I don't know, but I find that exercise I was talking about earlier, where you use the figure drawing feature on lineofaction.com. It's like, it's become fun for me, honestly. I find it fun to try to draw the figures in like 10 seconds. And, like, seeing the progression as you up the time, it's, like, kind of satisfying to see the comparison of your drawings when you have 5 minutes versus the 10 seconds. Not an artist, but just sketch me has helped a lot anytime I try. I don't think I've actually heard of that. Beep, boop, beep, boop. Yeah, what White Fox said is the name of the book series. Morpho. Morpho. I believe the author / artist is French. Similar to Design Doll. Ich weiß auch nicht, was das ist. Kenn ich nicht. Ich nicht viel denken. Ich nicht viel wissen. Ich kein Englisch, nur Deutsch. Ich hab seinen Mund wieder vergessen. Was ist das denn? Was los? Was los mit mir? Warum bin ich so? Ah, und hier. Yeah, so as I was saying, I don't know what Design Doll is either. Bum bum ba ba bum. Okay, let's see how this is looking. Okay, I did spot a section over here that was... I feel like it was missing a frame. It's like models you can post to help stage a drawing. Oh. The only one of those I know of is called... Magi something? I forgot. I think it's an app. Yeah, like here. This one is a little bit too quick. Time for an in-between. Currently animating a project I've been procrastinating for a week. Then get on it. Get on it right now. Open up your animation program. We'll do it together. Did every chipflake cat design have a unique name, or just call them chipflake cat? I've named some of them, but they weren't really like official names, just kind of like names to tell them apart sometimes, because like I usually call the cat version, like the bipedal version of Chip, Neko Chip. Because the original style I drew him in was heavily inspired by Neko Atsume, a cat collecting app, phone app. About your German channel, it hasn't been active in a year or so. There's a reason for that. Yeah, so basically, I actually have a video for that channel in the works. It's been in the works for a while now, I think since February or something. Actually a really cool series idea, at least in my opinion, that I'm pretty excited and passionate about. I just haven't found the time to work on it, to be totally honest. I've just been so busy with this channel, with my main channel, with merch stuff, with commissions, and with my game as well, that unfortunately I have to lower the priority of my German channel because it's kind of just a hobby thing for now. Although it is something that I do want to turn into. Not to sound super corporate or anything, but it is something I do want to turn into another source of revenue. The main thing is, it would be really nice if I would earn money with my German channel, because it would be a nice way to make videos and stuff that doesn't involve drawing hundreds and hundreds of images. Which, I mean, I'm fine for now, but I do have I don't know if it's a rational or partially rational fear of getting wrist issues because all I do all day is draw. And I do, as much as I love drawing and animating, of course, it's like my main passion and probably always will be, I do also really enjoy video editing. Yeah. I think maybe I can start working on it again after Dokomi. Dokomi. Yeah, I don't love this little running section at the end. But it looks fine. And honestly, there's gonna be a bunch of stuff happening in the background anyway. So I'm using facts and logic to make sure I don't spend another several hours remaking it for no reason. You're not Angelo talking German or English or a mix of the two? Mostly English, but a mix. Meow. Okay, another thing I wanted to do was... I think I want another little in-between. Dude, why is my mouth so... Why is my mouth so moist? It's really gross. I really hate it when there's too many mouth sounds when somebody's talking or streaming or whatever. Now the same thing is happening to me. Why? Would you say you're now comfortable speaking German? Not as comfortable as I'd like to be. Yeah, I want this cute little walk cycle to have another extra frame somewhere. Probably on this section. Ah. Thank you for the bits, Felix. Pro tip, you can dry your mouth out by smoking weed. Huh. Unfortunately, I don't have any. Now I can hear mouth sounds. You indoctrinated me. Yeah, maybe I shouldn't have mentioned it. I'm sorry. I don't know why, but like, wet mouth sounds make me so uncomfortable in voiceovers. And I've had to stop watching really interesting videos because of it. Yeah, just because weed is legal in Germany doesn't mean it's easy to get. I'm now here. Yo, bro teleported. Okay, I think I'm gonna make him kind of like push himself off the floor. And then he's gonna like hop. What a cute little guy. I hate the way certain mics pick up the S sound. It really hits my ears in a different... Hits my ears very uncomfortably sometimes. Dude, I feel that. I always worry that the S sounds in my voiceovers are too harsh. And I often use a de-esser specifically to like soften them. But I don't know if it's just me and my ears being overly sensitive, because I've never actually had a complaint about that. What did you say about weed? I said it's legal in Germany now, but it's still not easy to get. So no 420 for me. How's art going? Looking good so far. Thank you very much. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it. I'm getting quite close to done with the animation in general, which is cool, because it's very important to me that I get it out before the end of the month. Would you though? Would you what? Would you what? On shrimp and save? What? Okay, one sec. Thank you for bits. Felix, you're very happy with the art? A synonym for happy is gay, so here's a gay dime. Yo, no way. A happy dime. I too should unshrimp. Absolutely. I think I might be shrimping as well. Well, I think... Yeah, I think whenever we get an unshrimp redeem, you should also unshrimp. We'll all fix our posture together. Unfortunately in a permanent state of shrimp. Well, shrimps are pretty cool, so... Maybe it's fine for some people to be a little bit shrimpy. Funny that I always accidentally shrimp during your streams. We shall all collectively unshrimp. Beep boop beep boop beep. Okay, I need... Give me this frame, please. And the ears and stuff are gonna, like, gently go down. Okay. Yeah, I think this is good. I think so. Thank you for the bits, Felix. You have the power to telepathically make your audience shrimp with you unconsciously. Oh man. I'm just ruining everything. Why so shrimpy? Shrimp gang, let's go. They are pretty tasty though. Hey Chip, having a productive strem? Absolutely. It's going quite well. My goal is to finish the chip part of this animation by the end of stream. Which I think is possible. And then I'll animate all of the chaos next, not next stream, tomorrow. So then I should be able to hand it off to my sound designer. And then I can do gaming on Wednesday, and then maybe even finish my new VTuber model by next, probably not next stream, but by Friday. That would be really cool. But to hear, just starting to work on my own animation thingamajig. Nice. We're doing the big animate. Let's go. E? No way. I could add another frame here as well, but I think I'm gonna see how it looks with just this extra frame first, because I do not wish to go overboard. There has to be a limit somewhere. Oh, this is the wrong area, I think. Is it? Wait. Oh, it's because he's using his other foot. Oh yeah, obviously. Of course. Then I should use this as a guide. The silly socks one? Yeah, the little skunky guy. Just a little guy. Which I am excited for. And maybe I can do all the graphics new and everything. Don't want to go overboard. A mindset is a mindset that needs to be taught more often. Scope creep can be a bitch. Scope creep, that is a good way to describe it. Yeah, it is very important, honestly. I was talking about that in the first hour of the stream, actually. That, you know, it's very understandable that you'd be kind of, nervous or, like, scared to work on a project because you feel like you might come up with a better idea later. And then you did all that work when you could have made, like, the better version. But, like, theoretically, you can do that infinitely forever, and then your project just never gets made at all. So, you know, I think it's a good thing to keep in mind that it's better to make bad art, or art that you think you could improve on, than no art at all. And I think if you want to be an independent animator, game developer, artist, whatever, you need deadlines. Deadlines are your best friend. Because at some point you just need to tell yourself, okay, I'm not 100% happy with this, but at least it exists, you know? And the thing is, anytime you make a piece of work that you're not 100% happy with, you can just take those things that you would improve on and use them in your next project. Or you can even, I don't know, let's say you make an animated short and you're like, okay, it's done, but I'm not that happy with it. I feel like I could do this better, I could do this better, I could do this better. You can always remake it later on if you feel like it. You can always make a second version of it. That's the beauty of being independent. You're not bound to a specific script or character design or anything. You can always take the project you made in the past and make a new version of it. But yeah, at least get into the habit of finishing stuff. Even if it hurts. Even if it hurts to publish stuff that you're not 100% happy with. At least it exists. Glad to catch a stream. Yo, welcome in. Welcome in. I'm here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm doing animations, couple games, couple arts. The fun stuff. Thank you for the bits, by the way, Felix. The Oh No webcomic has very simple art style and it's very popular. Exactly, exactly. I mean, you can even use my animations as an example of that. They're not the most detailed of all. And something that's very important to me is not coloring all the backgrounds and everything. The only thing that's colored in is chip. Like, it's crazy how much extra time adding color adds to the project. When, like, for a YouTube animated short about a cat doing silly things, it's really not necessary to spend the extra, like, 30 hours adding color. So yeah, I think being an independent artist, animator, YouTuber, whatever, a big part of it is figuring out that balance between stuff that's necessary for your project and not too time consuming. A 6 out of 10 on your account. A 6 out of 10 on your account is way better than a 10 out of 10 in your head. Jay the dev guy paraphrased. I see. That is a good quote. I don't know who that is, but they are spitting facts. Animated shorts are nothing. How about animated pants, yo? But shorts are comfy and easy to wear. Anyway, Monday motivation. Monday motivation going crazy.
I gotta ask, how many enamel pins have you, Made? I wanna know if I got the full collection. Love your streams and videos.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Oscar. I really appreciate it. Welcome in, by the way. I hope you're doing very cool and epic and having the most epic day of your life. Oh, that is a good question, though. I honestly can't tell you off the top of my head how many enamel pins I've made in total. I can kind of like think about it real quick. The very first one was the one where he was like sitting like this. Kinda. Yeah, and the tail was here. That was the very first one, right? Yeah, no, I don't remember. No, I did like one kind of like this as a pin. And then I did the one. Did I make a pin of that? Oh my god, I honestly don't know. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to come back to you on that one. I mean, if you want, you can tell me how many you have, and I'll tell you if I think that's more or less than I've made. Okay, not more. That doesn't make any sense. Sorry. Save. Okay, I'll save. Yes, chat. Bum 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 ba-dum bump. This one, right? Yeah. And it go here. Yep. I got 4. Okay. I can tell you, and I do apologize for this in advance. But I can tell you that there is one that you probably don't have, because I've only ever sold it at conventions so far. You have a nice and soothing voice. Thank you. I'm very glad to hear that I don't sound extremely annoying. Yes. Today is a very sad day. I'm sorry. I mean, I might do an online run of that design because I do really like it. It's very cute and cool and nice. Will this elusive convention won't be at this Dokumi? It will. I think Chip should buy all my merch to compensate. Heck yeah. Can I ask you a question involving what you do, I imagine, for a living? Do you have any tips for someone who wants to do animations? As a little... Oh, goof for a D&D group they play with. Do you mean like hobby animations? I'm not quite sure I understand the question. I apologize. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Oh, I was enjoying being chibi. I mean, I could just turn myself into a chibi, I don't know. No one's stopping me. Unless you stop me. Boop. Ah. Oh my gosh.
Have some more. I'll be waiting for the next pin drop in the meantime.
Yo. Thank you, Oscar. I really appreciate it, dude. What the flip? Legend? Yeah, I really appreciate that because I really enjoy making pins. So I'm glad that people like yourself like them. They're probably my favorite thing to design, honestly. Yeah, thanks so much, dude. I love it. I appreciate it. Oh, 1 second. Let me just refresh this for you. Not sure why it got cancelled. I apologize. Like your new vid. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. I put a lot of work into it. And it was a huge pain from a technical standpoint. Beep, boop, beep. I enjoy collecting them. The designs are super cute. Heck yeah. No, that genuinely makes me so happy to hear. Because I feel like a lot of people make, like, I'm not like a, I'm not, I don't want to sound like I'm like shitting on anybody or anything. But I do feel like a lot of creators are just kind of like, oh, I'll make an enamel pin. People like enamel pins. Okay, I'll just like take my logo, I guess. You know, they're not super like creative with it, I guess. But personally, I really like. I don't know. I just like doing something different with them, and I like the idea of making a new one every so often, instead of just selling the same design over and over. You know. It's like really fun from a collecting point of view. And if you have a bunch of them, it's kind of like a cool representation of how my channel has evolved over the years. Like the art style and everything. But yeah, I'll definitely consider adding that other design to my online store as well. So that it can be collected all over the world. On shrimp, what? How did you know? And stretch, okay. I will stretch. Oh. Beep boop, no way. Sometimes when I chip doodle shit on my streams, really, oh my gosh. That's very cute and I appreciate it. Wow, wow, wow. Thank you for the headbutt. Did I do a good job of unshrimping and stretching? Dang, it's been frickin' 2 hours already though. Time goes by so fast when I stream. It's scary. I'll take another little break in a sec, just a heads up. And maybe I can figure out a way to get all of this saliva out of my mouth. Yeah, that like one extra frame was all I needed. Yeah. Cool, and just one more here then. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna go use the bathroom, grab another drink and stuff, and I'll be back in about 5 minutes. I think something that's really important to keep in mind as well though is No! Bad cat! Aww. Chip, no! Aww. No, Chip! No. Chip? What? No. Well, hi. What the dog doing? I don't know. What is the dog doing? I think we need more chibi. More chibi. Yes, chibi. Chibi. You have great animation and art skills. Thank you very much. Hehehehe, thank you. I got a big glass of people. What is a music artist you'd recommend listening to? I don't know. What genres do you like? Meowdy, meowdy. Thank you for the bits, Felix. Everyone always asks, what's the dog doing? And not, how's the dog doing? Real? Yeah, if you happen to really enjoy dubstep, I got an excellent recommendation for you. This one, right? Yeah. How's the chip doing? Thank you for asking. Just woke up and feeling great. Not if a little sleepy. Yo, welcome back. Good morning. Skrillex? No, better than Skrillex. Very, very excellent, talented artist known as Convexity. I haven't listened to Skrillex in ages. I feel like I've heard that his modern stuff is pretty interesting though. I mean, honestly, it's always kind of cool to see people still going after so long. Just dropped an album this month. You need to listen. Okay, okay. I'll try to remember that. You know what? I'm actually not gonna remember that. So I'm gonna go and save it on Spotify right now, so I don't forget. Yo, Gojira is coming to Germany. Let's go. Let me guess, tickets are like 5,000 euros. Damn, Skrillex looks so different nowadays. Why does he look like Borgor? Okay, where's the album? Okay. Geez, 34 songs? Really? Oh, that's gonna take me like a year to listen to. Also, did your randomized character really pick the same character? I can redo it for you if you want, Dune Button. Let me know. They're all short. Album is like 45 minutes. Oh! Oh, you're right. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Cool. Thank you for the recommendation. It's fine? Okay. album's formatted like a mixtape. Oh, I see. Artistic. So hi Hyphen, welcome in. How's it going? How was your strem? Imagine live streaming. Need to finish my remix of the Skrillex and Space Laces collab from the album. Ooh. You know, I think I've actually heard that song. That sounds familiar. You seem like you'd be tall and chill. One of those things is correct and the other is not so correct. Don't listen to the people I was playing Mario Kart DS as normal. I gotta find the time to check out your stream, dude. Like, I loved Mario Kart DS. I put so many hours into it as a kid. Do you stream, like, every day around this time? Or is it always only while I'm streaming? Yo, hi Ghost, how's it going? Welcome in. How has your day been? Are you working on anything as well? This is a very, very productive strem in which you must work on something to be here. I'm just kidding, but how funny would it be if there was actually a way to regulate that? Only allowed to watch the stream if you're being productive. Tall and angry IRL. Yeah. I'm just so full of rage constantly. And I'm also extremely tall. Good, thanks, lovely. How are you? I am also doing quite lovely. We're doing the big productivity today. It's going great. It's going wonderful. Day off today. I'm chilling. How dare you? Stream around nowish or about 12 hours from now? Like every day though? Because if you're streaming on the days where I don't stream, I could probably check them out if I remember. I gotta see it. Would you recommend Clip Studio for frame-by-frame animation, or would you lean more towards Harmony or TV Paint for professional work? I have not used either of the latter, so I feel like I can't really recommend it. Recommend them. All I can say is I use Clip Studio Paint exclusively for frame-by-frame animation, and I love it, and it's very nice and very cool. I just don't know how much Clip Studio is used in like the industry. So if you want to get into like industry animation, I'm pretty sure Toon Boom Harmony is like the standard. But you're probably better off asking someone who's actually worked in the industry. I'm just a guy. I'm just a little guy. But yeah, if you're independent, Clip Studio is a great option. I don't know about TV Paint though. Don't know much about that. I think that's one of those things you're gonna have to ask a lot of different people. Get a bunch of perspective on it. Yeah. Checked out Line of Action. It seems really cool. Started doing some sketches. Heck yeah, dude. It's really cool. I use it all the time. I recently discovered that they even have a hands and feet mode. And I gotta say, my hand drawing game is like incredible since I started doing some hand gesture drawing. I even have an animals mode. I haven't tried that one out yet though. Stream like 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday. Typically set up the stream a day or so in advance. Okay. I will see. Do you post your VODs on your channel? Beep 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 beep. Thank you for the cheer, Felix. Drawing hands is a 2-for-1 skill because you can also draw monkey feet. Yeah. That's so smart. Okay, how's my little walkie cycle now? Oh, so cute. Oh, I'm proud of this part. That turned out cute. I think I might add a couple more frames to the jump at the beginning though. I think there was wasn't there a part over here where the tail was missing? Or did I add that subconsciously? I guess I added it subconsciously. Yeah, here's where it's missing as well. SMH. My head. Thank you for the cheer, Felix. If you're good at drawing hands, people compliment your art skills. If you're good at drawing feet, people assume things about you. That's, yeah. Oh, I don't know, I never... Like, I'm not an expert at it, don't get me wrong, but I never found drawing feet that hard. Came here quickly to say hi and how much I love your content and how much it comforts me. You're such a vibe, yo. Thank you very much, I appreciate it. That's very sweet and wholesome of you. Look to wait for 5 seconds. Where did the spam come from? Yeah, it's just YouTube chat being YouTube chat. There was a guy just posting random furry related words in the chat earlier. It was as if the guy was like using my chat as a search engine. I'm a bad mod? No, it's fine, it's fine. It's really, like, when the chat is as chill as it is right now, it's really not a problem. If there aren't any mods, like, actively checking on it. Especially if I'm not playing a game, it's very easy for me to just, like, hop over there and do a big yeet, you know what I mean? Thanks for your incredible video about your gender identity. It helped me a lot to figure out some stuff about myself. Aw. No, don't be so wholesome. How dare you? Honestly, I'm not like that happy with that video. Hey, this is a good example of what I was talking about earlier with like making art that you're unhappy with is better than not making any art at all. That video, my video about like gender stuff, I don't like it. It was very important to me to get it out on my birthday, but in order to do that, I did end up rushing it quite a bit. And some parts came out like not as good as I wanted to. But at least it exists because a lot of people still really enjoyed it and really resonated with it. So it was like, okay, was I supposed to like work on it forever until I was fully happy with it, which would probably never happen? Or like get a version of it out that people will resonate with. But yeah, I might I've toyed with the idea of making a new version of that video at some point. So I do feel like I could articulate some things a bit better, and just generally like the visuals I'm not super happy with. But yeah. Thank you for the compliment, and I'm glad I was able to help you in some way. Thank you for the bits, by the way, Felix. Hey, Aaron, cracking eggs over here. Yeah, it's really weird to think about, but I have gotten a lot of comments of people saying like, yo, this video made me realize something about myself. Which feels really weird. I think I need like one more frame of him coming into frame. Frame for frame, frame. What is your next video about? It's a secret. But in all honesty, you'll probably pick up on what it's about just by watching me work on it. Yeah, I do tend to have that effect of making people realize gender-related things about themselves, including in real life. I think your coming out video is great, though I don't watch it that much because it feels a bit too real for me. That's totally fair. When did you start using Clip Studio Paint? It was shortly before I made that first tutorial video about it. I think a couple months before I made that first tutorial about it. So probably like 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah, sorry, I do like that song. It's just a little bit like too eccentric. And it distracts me a little bit, so that's why I skip it sometimes. Good song though. Thank you for the bits, by the way. I remember when I met a non-binary person for the first time, they said they had no gender, and I thought, are you shy so you can do that? Yeah, it's such a, I don't know, it's such a common thing that people discover it. Like, discover that stuff about themselves just because they never really thought about it before, you know? They just have this, because everyone is so uneducated about trans stuff. We don't get taught this stuff. So a lot of the time, we just don't even, like, realize that that's how it works, you know? I think I talked about that in the video itself. But thank you for the frickin' 19-month resub, Revamp Skunk. I hope you're doing well, dude. Welcome in. 19 months. Hey, Aaron, great to see you again. How have you been? I did watch your most recent main channel vid. Glad you made it out alright. Well, thank you very much, dude. Glad you liked it. Yeah, I've been okay. I'm gonna unshrimp. Maybe a little bit more off screen, actually. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I talked about that at length in that video, but you really do just have this, like, because we're all so uneducated about it, you just have this idea of what you think a trans person is and what you think their life is like, and you're like, oh, that's not me. And that you don't, nobody tells you that actually it's a little bit more complicated than just being really depressed all the time because you've wanted to be the opposite gender your entire life. You know? I think... I want this, like, getting up animation to be a little bit more slow. Maybe like this, and then there's like a little anticipation frame. See, I know what I'm doing. I use the buzzwords occasionally. How'd you get your models? I made them myself, actually. Beep 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 beep. I'm just saying. Dude, I hate it when you're about to say something really profound, but then you forget it. It's fine. Yeah, I can get rid of this actually. I don't need that anymore. Beep, boop, beep. Oh yeah, something I was thinking about while I was peeing. Don't ask why. So like, I want to rebrand this channel. And the main thing is I want to change the color scheme from the bluey purple stuff to red. Because I really like the color red. Thank you for the bits, by the way. Could be words grace of philosophy if I didn't lose my train of thought mid-sentence. Yeah, I'd be so smart if I actually remembered everything I was gonna say. Oh yeah, and I kind of want to like do away with the whole star motif thing, like, because it was kind of just random, honestly. The whole like star animations in the background of the intro and stuff like that. And I don't know, I'd like a different kind of symbol, but I just don't know which one. And like the most obvious one is, yo, Corgi, hello? A real life Corgi? Thank you for the raid, dude. I hope you had an epic strem. Feel free to advertise yourself a little bit. We're just doing cozy motivational Mondays. Motivational Mondays day today. We animate, we talk about motivation and stuff, and it's cool and it's fun and it's cozy and it's chill. I'm gonna make all of your Australian viewers fall asleep. It's time to get ready for bed. Had an epic stream until my entire Windows decided to crash and melt into my game. Yeah, see, here it is again. We all need to switch to Linux. We all need to bite the bullet and switch to Linux. Yeah, I want a new symbol for like my branding, and the most obvious choice would be the diamonds because my character design has a lot of diamonds and stuff. But I don't know, I just can't like stretch. Okay, I'll stretch. I kind of like don't want to do the diamonds thing, but at the same time it would kind of like make sense. See, I'm starting to think, I'm like generating ideas in my head. The whole diamonds thing would kind of work with the red color scheme. Like, I go with like a red and white color scheme. It kind of fits. It would kind of be like a card game, you know, like the diamonds card. But at the same time, like that makes sense from like a design perspective, but it kind of has nothing to do with me because I'm not really like the cards guy. Maybe if I was like a Balatro streamer, that would be really smart and funny and stuff, but I don't know. Maybe I'll think of something. Instead of a star, how about a square? Switch to Linux as soon as FL Studio has support for it. Fair. I guess there's still a lot of programs that don't have Linux support, huh? That sucks. Yeah, maybe this frame and then like one more frame in between these two. I just need to be careful not to like over animate it. Careful. Ah. Hep C. Nerds will scream that there will always be a way to run them, but I do not care. No, I mean, if you gotta like play 4D chess just to run your programs, it's like no wonder that the average person doesn't really feel like switching their entire operating system. Makes sense. But it is becoming easier and easier apparently, so maybe one day Linux support will become the norm for most programs, for all programs. And then we can all collectively ditch Windows and Mac. Beep, beep, beep. Beep, beep, beep. Beep! Okay, why am I getting EP? I would be unstoppable if not for the tired sleepy. Probably also has something to do with the fact that I didn't eat anything today. Oopsie. Drawing cat again, yet again, I see. Ah, you got me. You caught me red-handed. Yeah, this is what I was thinking. Yeah. Cat moment. Ah, kinda jump scared me.
Breit 500 you haven't eaten? Here's some money to buy yourself a fancy feast.
Well, I appreciate that, Felix, but, well, the shops are closed today, so I cannot. Thank you for the bits, though, I appreciate it. Yeah, that's the problem, all the shops are closed today, and I ran out of bread. And I know this is really stupid, but I just don't feel like eating anything that I have in my house. Like, none of it's like breakfast food, you know what I mean? Like, I've got like frozen pizzas, but I'm not gonna eat a frozen pizza at 12 PM for my breakfast. Fancy Feast is a brand of cat food, by the way. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. I don't think we have that over here. That sounds very epic, though. You ride out of bread? This is an emergency, you need bread. Yeah, dude, I gotta get the bread and milk. It's very important. I'm gonna die otherwise. I gotta drive to the Netherlands at the same time as the 500 other Germans that are driving there right now. And get the bread and milk. Meow meow. Okay. I think I'm happy with this part. Something about the tail here that I don't really like, though. I think I wanted to... I think I'm gonna do this. Oh, what is that called now? Copy layer 1? Layer 1, copy... Where is it? One copy 2A, there we go. Yeah. Yeah, meow, thank you for the save reminder. Patricia Taxon's works royalty free, or did you get the rights to her music? They're always nice to listen to. They're completely royalty free. Patricia Taxon is very like... I don't know what you call that, anti-copyright, kind of? She's very open about anyone being able to use her music for whatever, really. Which is really cool. And epic. Ah. Yeah, something like that's a little bit better. Maybe... But mayhaps... this part should already be, like, settled into place. Because tail. Still learning French and going strong? Yo, congrats. No. That don't look right. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna do it the way I did it before and come back and fix it up later if I really want to, if I really feel the need to and have time. Happy late Easter Sunday. Thank you very much. I don't really celebrate, but... and I'm also working. So... yeah, but thank you anyway. Okay, this... I feel like there's some frames missing here. But I do want it to be like a really fast motion, so... let's see what we can do. How about just like an ease out frame? Another ease out frame. Like here, and it's like one frame long. Let's see. Let's see. Chip enjoying the food is so cute. Thank you. I'm pretty pleased with how it came out so far. I haven't animated it yet, but there's gonna be food going all over the floor. And it's gonna be hilarious. Week after Easter is great because shops want to rid themselves of chocolate as fast as possible, and that means discounts. Let's go. I'm going to the UK in the beginning of May to visit family. And I really hope there's gonna be some discounted chocolate eggs left over. Maybe not by that time, it's in like 2 weeks. But maybe I'll be lucky. Because chocolate eggs are not really a thing in Germany, actually. Like, they kind of are. You can find them occasionally, especially from Kinder. But they're not such a huge thing like in the UK, where like every chocolate brand makes a chocolate egg, and there's like these freaking like massive ones. Just like covering the entire shelves of your local Tesco. Freaking UK goes crazy on the chocolate eggs compared to other countries. I think Germany's more of like more into the chocolate bunnies. But it's still not really like as crazy as in the UK. Like literally my local Tesco has an entire aisle dedicated to chocolate eggs during Easter time. And these like absolutely massive ones as well. Don't get me wrong, it's very epic, especially as a kid. I loved getting chocolate eggs on Easter as a kid, because you would just they're so big, you would have them for months. It would last you until well, in my case, until my birthday. Fun fact, cucumber, zucchini, pumpkin, eggplant, watermelon, honeymelon, and other such types of similar farm produce items are actually berries. Huh. Cucumber and zucchini, though? And pumpkin? Okay. It's... All I know is tomato is a fruit. And as a kid, I learned that bananas are technically herbs. And I honestly don't know how true that is. But that's like one of those random memories that you pick up as a kid and you just have it for your entire life. I guess as a kid I was just so like, you know, it was just really it was really fun to like tell people that as a kid because you sound so smart. It's like, did you guys know that bananas are actually herbs? And everyone's like, what? No way. And you're like, yeah. Yeah. Thank you for the bits. I heard that bananas are berries. I don't think so, because on the classification of berry is that it needs to have seeds, right? Or at least one of the classifications. Bananas are berries, but the plant is herbs. Okay, this is like getting too... this is getting too complicated for me. So like, did they figure out if a platypus is a mammal or a bird yet? Or a fish? Probably mammal, right? No, it's like, it's too slow. Cat time, oh my gosh. Okay, I think I know what he needs. It needs this. 1 cop Z cop copy 2. Is that what it was? Yeah, I think so. I got a burp. It's stuck. Okay, I'm good. Where am I? Okay, that's better. Crisis averted. Does anyone remember that Vine with the guy who's like... What does he say again? Like... Somebody found my berries in a funny word, in a funny voice. That was like peak comedy for me as a teenager. Wait, I don't know if it was even a Vine. I think it might have just been a YouTube video. beep 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 beep. Random story time. In 6th grade, I had this teacher that kind of sucked. Like, none of the class liked her, and we had to do all of our assignments in cursive or we fail. Ew. I never understood the insistence to teach kids how to write in cursive. I guess technically it's faster. But, like, is it really worth it if you can't even read it? And then when you get older, they let you write in non-cursive anyway. I don't know. I don't get it. Beep 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 beep. Beep 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 beep. Beep 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 beep. Hey, for bits. I suck at writing cursive, and since I didn't learn anything else, I just suck at writing. Oh. Which school still taught shorthand? What is shorthand? Is that another American term that I misunderstood? That I don't get? Should probably become a story time channel. I have way too many stories to tell my school and friends. Dude, do it, dude. Do it. Just remember to keep it simple, because going overboard with your animations and making story times out of it will, like, give you the biggest burnout of your life. Shorthand is how stenographers are able to write down what a person is saying in real time. Well, like, what is it? Is it like, kind of like words without the vowels or something like that? We were taught normal writing first, and then taught to write in cursive, which is objectively the worst way to do it. That's funny. Yeah. I learned from the start to do cursive. Also, like, not to brag or anything, but I've always had really good handwriting. I don't know why. So, like, maybe... I mean... I don't know. I'm like trying to think of a theory as to why I would be good at like particularly good at handwriting. Like maybe it's similar to the reason why I'm good at drawing, but I also don't believe that you need to have I also don't believe that everyone who's good at drawing is also has good handwriting, you know? I don't think that's true. Okay, here we go. Shorthand is a fast way to write words so you can write them down as fast as they're being spoken. When court reporters are typing what everyone is in the courtroom is saying during a trial, they're using a machine that types in shorthand. Yeah, I get that. I guess what I'm asking is like how did they make it shorter? Like, do you have an example? For example, like a shorter version of every word. Okay, I mean that makes sense. Ah, yo, 15-month resub. What the heck? Welcome in, Chipstone. How's it going, dude? How's your life? What are you up to today? Hello, haven't been much. Hello, haven't been here much lately, but good to see you. Good luck on your animations. Thank you very much, dude. It is in fact going pretty well. I appreciate it. Okay, I think it like kinda works. Yeah, but the tail is weird. I think this one needs to thank you for the bits. Shorthand uses small strokes to represent sounds. The words are spelled phonetically. So a single word just looks like a little squiggly line. Really? Even when they like type it, that's really interesting. What? Also, the boy saw my Chip plush and started losing his crap. He has no idea who you are, but he thought Chip was adorable. That's exactly what I was going for. That makes me happy. Love your persona. Thank you very much. Welcome in. Okay, I think it would look nice if the tail kind of like more slowly gets into place, you know what I mean? Like your videos on YouTube? Thank you very much. Thank you for checking out my strem. I'm here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at this time. Yippee! Although I will be heading out very soon. I apologize. Okay, I think I want his tail actually to like go down and then back up again. Wait. My lips are really dry as well. I hope I'm not getting sick or something. I don't want to deal with that. Did you start streaming earlier today? I started starting my stream at 2 p.m. instead of 3 p.m. Just kind of like works out a little bit better for me. Time-wise. You know, now that my partner streams a couple hours after I do, it works out a little better if I finish earlier, so we have time to eat and stuff. Thank you for the bits. Earlier you were complaining about having a wet mouth, now you're saying your lips are dry. Yeah, my mouth is wet, I'm salivating a bunch for some reason. But my lips are really dry. How does that work? What is wrong with me? I'm scared. Now I barely get in here in time as such. Well, blame my partner. Nah, but I've been thinking of doing later streams on Thursdays, Tuesdays and Thursdays sometime. Because then I don't have to really worry about how long I stream, you know? Yeah. And then, like, even streaming even earlier than this on some days. I don't know, we'll see. I don't know, it's not quite how I want it to be yet, but it's a pretty good start, so let us leave it at that. Lettuce. Did you know that lettuce is also a berry? Bet you didn't know that. Very interesting, right? Okay, well, this was a really cool stream today. I had a lot of fun. I got a lot of stuff done, and I liked the topics we were yapping about today. They were particularly entertaining. So yeah, I really appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, it's been really cool. I'm trying to find someone to raid who isn't asleep. So many people doing subathons right now, and they're always asleep. Wake up. Thank you for the bits. Don't forget to Google what shorthand looks like. I mean, it probably looks like this, right? Like today, I went to the store. Something like that. Beep boop boop beep boop boop beep beep. It's been a really fun stream. Thank you. It's been very fun for me too. I've been enjoying. Yo, that's some cute art. I don't know who this is, but I'm gonna raid them. Wait, where's the art? Is this an ad? What's going on? Are they like watching a video? I don't know, it's fine. I'll raid anyway. Why not? Okay, well, thank you very much again for stopping by, and I'll see you on Wednesday for more Rain World. Maybe I'll complete the game within 10 seconds. Okay, see you next time. Don't forget that